Okay, so now before I start the stream, I would like to note that this should be most probably the last time I actually stream live on YouTube. I mean, I haven't necessarily minded it as just, a way of kind of testing, and considering how poorly all these streams have gone so far because of glitches in the games or glitches in DOSBox. I mean, I haven't minded the fact that nobody's been paying any attention to me, but I am getting to a point where I would actually like some people to, start watching. And so my next streams, I'm going to start streaming on Twitch. So in case you find this, So in case you find this and decide, like, oh, I'd like to see if this guy has done any new streams, check Twitch. Of course, this is not to say that I won't necessarily put these streams up on YouTube, and if I do upload them to YouTube, those streams will be in 1080p, so it might look a little nicer. Yeah. Okay, now, so for this stream, I'm going to be playing Wing Commander Armada. Yes, which came out a couple months before Wing Commander 3, and uses an early version of the Wing Commander 3 engine. And of course, I have to calibrate. Okay, whatever. Okay, so with Wing Commander Armada, they decided to change things up a little bit. Seriously? Yes. Of course, this game does not like it if you don't actually click it. Let's just view the credits so I can talk properly. Basically, Wing Commander Armada was an attempt at creating a multiplayer Wing Commander, right? They have spaceflight, and then they have a strategy game. But you can also play with modem and over a network. Now, the original version of the game basically allows you to, you can play. They actually apparently have a split screen mode in this game, mind you. And of course, as you can see here, real space objects means this was the first game that used the real space engine, which was later used in Wing Commanders 3 and 4. But this uses an earlier version of it, which, but it uses an earlier version which doesn't have an SVG mode, so it doesn't look quite as good. Martin Galway, who is quite notorious. quite revered for Commodore 64 music. Yes, this was after Martin Galway was hired on by Origin to do some stuff for them, before he then left when Chris Roberts left. But yes, this game, it basically has a gauntlet mode, and then it has a strategy mode. Oh, and then there's the Proving Grounds add-on, which allows up to 6 players to play over an IPX network. Which, of course, if you use IPX mode, or the IPX emulation, I think it is, under DOSBox, you can then actually play that. So. Real space. But yes, so time for, well, I'll just show off the basic gameplay, the space combat, Gauntlet. You can, and one of the cool things about this is you have a complete set of fighters for both the Confederation and the Kilrath, even though it says Human Confederation instead of Terran Confederation, which is a little weird. Confederate carrier Lexington, which actually eventually showed up in Commander 4. Kilrathi light fighters have penetrated our defenses, intercept and destroy all enemy resistance. We will be flying an Arrow, a fast recon ship for this mission. It is equipped with only 2 dumbfire missiles, so use them sparingly. This thing is fast. This may not go nearly as well as I want it. Okay, that's a problem. And of course I get into immediate problems. Let me attempt to fix this anyway. I know, and of course I instantly get into problems. Even though that may partially be because this game is just weird, and that it assumes I have a second joystick. Yeah, it's like, I have one joystick. One. That's it. One. Okay. Here we go with attempt number 2, now that I've tried to fix the joystick. Okay, let's... Calibrate this. Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, let's hope this works. There we go. Okay, I think that should be it, yeah. Some of these old games just have problems sometimes. Especially with DOSBox's whole timed and untimed thing. And this tends to be a But yes, notice the ships in this are actually in 3D. And of course, in this case, if I get my button kick here, it gives me this. Which is probably the case. Die. There we go. this is an arrow, which is not a very good shot. Yes, I'm using 12, like the setting of about 12,000 cycles. Otherwise, it just runs really bad. Yes, I mean, notice though too, yes, this is... I'm noticing that your joystick is working quite nicely. Slow way down. Yes, I'm just not. But I can't. But if I'm bad at this, I really can't blame the game because so far the game itself is actually playing pretty good. I'm just not very good. Yeah, but still the controls in this are actually pretty good. Actually get this. There we go. Okay, yes. Now that I'm actually playing Wing Commander game, it isn't a complete, like, I would say the earlier Wing Commander games were buggy messes. But they had problems. I would say that the earlier Wing Commander games were buggy messes. But, you know, I mean, just their joystick that either because something to just the controls mostly. It's a lot. It's actually a lot. Yeah, I'm just not very good at this right now. Which is fine. I'm not good at this. Yeah, I'm just not. I'm just not good at this Yeah, I'm just not hitting them because I just did not aim properly. Yeah, I can actually aim in this game on like right here, right? Yeah, he says I can actually aim in this game. My aim is terrible, but whatever. My aim is bad. Yeah, my aim is just bad. Yeah, I did. I'm not doing good because I'm not playing good. Yeah. Nope, I'm not gonna blame the game. I can't. No. The earlier games, I can actually blame the game for crappy programming. Whereas in this game, if I do bad, I only have myself. It's nice people blame myself rather than the games. It's the first of the Wing Commander games I've ever played where I'm like, oh, this actually plays pretty well. I mean, where I'm like, yeah, this actually plays a good game. Unfortunately, my weapon is terrible. But yeah, I mean, I have a hat switch, but for the most part, I don't use it because it's like, you can't shoot correctly. No. West landing. Hacker 227. Ooh, passwords. And yes, this is the patched version of the game that actually has your proper password system. My score was terrible. Yeah, because obviously I'm pretty terrible. This ain't the 90s anymore. So yeah, the problem that this shit is too fast. Really. This shit is way too fast. Is there any real good reason to give me like 800? Like 795 or whatever? You can't hit when you can't actually dogfight properly like that. not having fun with your characters because they just run so terribly. Yeah, I mean, in DOSBox, again, it's not like you like my computer being slow to run it. It's more just like, yeah, they just don't DOSBox. Yeah, this ship is too fast. Unfortunately, it's also only got the most pathetic weapon in the whole game. Let me say this, yes, I'm actually having, unlike the earlier games, I am having. This is actually worth playing. Yeah, well, I don't know. I think with Wing Commander 1, as long as you play the Kilrathi Saga version with the with like the newer patches, it's actually I think Wing Commander 1, the Kilrathi Saga version of Wing Commander 1 I'm pretty sure the Kilrathi Saga version is probably the best bet. But yeah, Wing Commander 2 at this point though, you're pretty much absolutely stuck playing DOSBox. Even though you might be able to try playing Commander 2 Kilrathi Saga in ECM. And, well, and then of course there's and then of course there's, well yeah, I mean, the Kilrathi Saga version of Commander 2 might run a little better if you actually put it in Windows 95 with PCM Windows 95 if they actually work somewhat better. It might work better than it would on modern Windows PC. Privateer, I mean, honestly, the only way to... Well, if you want to play with a mouse... play with the mouse, go for it. Still, yeah. You want to play Wing Privateer with the mouse? It's terrible. But yeah, Privateer, it's like pretty much you either play with a mouse and DOSBox or PC. And of course, just said earlier, it's just like the most pointless game I've ever made. Yeah, the only reason I actually showed that is charging full price for something that should have been charging some full price for a game that pretty nowadays would probably be $5 or $10 deals. And I suppose it made sense back then. Yes, I can actually sure that I think the reason you can't hear that is the reason you can't really hear the this normal sense. I don't know, maybe the game is really loudly. Died. Right. You died while trying to clear level 2. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that wasn't very good at all. But okay, so that's one of the game modes, but the meat of the game is the Armada and campaign modes. So, let's just Confederation, I suppose. Medium sector. Begin. And so here we are, in what's essentially sort of a 4X light. Planet. Trying to see how. Is that right? Yeah, there's no resources there at all. Maybe I'll just move my carrier over there. Yes. Okay. Buy a mine. Tons per turn. Whatever. Basically, you just sort of move around and. Good. Here we go. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I don't have resources for that. That's just a thing. Yeah, I'm not totally sure what's going on. There. There. Okay, so move resources. Actually, move that there. Yeah, I mean, it's basically just sort of 4x light, essentially. Yeah, I mean, let's put that there. Oh, that's good news. Yeah, I mean, you pretty much just move stuff around. It's kind of a really basic 4x type of game. Slightly annoying interface. But you can only move each thing once per turn. Yes, this is definitely a weird game right here. unfortunately, as a 4X game, it's not that good of a game. I told that to move. They're all. Yeah, again, it's a little annoying. There we go. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how long I feel like playing this for. I'd like to at least encounter some enemies at some point, but... Oh no. Start making some advances there. Whatever. I know I'm playing this so badly, it's not funny. Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I think the whole point of this is to provide a way to sort of a loose meta game, which gives you an excuse for battles, whenever those eventually happen. Yes, I just want to at least... Yeah. And honestly, I'm not... It's not a bad game, but yeah, it's just not interesting. But it's just not that interesting. Just as... The way I feel right now about this, just... There we go. Ralph is cool. Animals. Yeah. Your mind destroy. I was like, yeah. What? What? Okay, that's just like what. honestly. Okay, this is annoying me. Phantom. Honestly, I'll just say something. This is not a bad game, but still, I don't know. This is again, this is why I decided to show this game off. One of the reasons why I decided to show this game off. Well, Wing Commander had basically, I think I know I saw one yeah, just the whole thing. Basically, just saying that just this entire whole scheme of the game just as an excuse for battle, essentially just to provide an excuse for battles. I mean, even though I can definitely see this being fun if you can actually again, if you can wrangle up somebody to play this game, or wrangle up you can wrangle up some people to play this game. Yeah, but again, I mean, if you can wrangle up some people to play it with, yeah. But otherwise, it's kind of like, yeah. I'm not saying it's... You can wrangle up people to play the game with, it's actually... Yeah, if you can wrangle up some people to play this game. This is... This is the kind of game that's just not that fun. Other than the Gauntlet mode's definitely fun. Even though Although there is the campaign mode, might be better, but it's not random center. But I don't really know. But I'm not. Think about the campaign mode, the sectors stay the same every time. Whereas the Armada mode is better direction. Honestly, yeah, I'm just not feeling, I suppose. I don't really feel like putting too much effort into this right now. But yeah, it's just... But yeah, I mean, as game... Hell, whatever. I'll just say it's the art of play. You go into multiplayer. See if this even works. NetBIOS has not been loaded. Okay, so if you want to use multiplayer like that, say code, right? Oh, lovely. 2400. So yeah, if you want to play a game of, say... But yes, of course with this, yes, you can just... So for the multiplayer functions, you've got Battle, which just lets you just do a deathmatch against another player. Gauntlet, where you can... I think that lets you play cooperatively, and then there's Armada and Campaign. But still, Armada mode is probably better for just normal or normal 2-player, because Campaign will take forever. Let's see this. Yeah. And of course, there's also split screen, but I'm not gonna do that. I'd say though, if you want to just do a proper playthrough against the computer, Campaign mode would probably be somewhat better. Because this will actually, because this sets things up in such a way so that you actually have the same sectors every time. There's like a dozen or maybe 10 to 15 sectors, and so you can slowly but surely play through the game that way. But other than that, it's still basically the same thing. Yeah, I mean, I'm not, you know, it's one of those things where, as a 4X game, it's pretty bad. Yeah, I mean, literally, you've got, like, mines, shipyards, fortresses. And you can, of course, you can also set the thing up to strip mine planets, which increases your mining rate, but runs through resources pretty fast. But yeah, I mean, as a 4X game, it's not good. I mean, really, it is just an excuse for more battles, essentially. But the Gauntlet mode is actually reasonably fun. We have to penetrate human defenses, attack and destroy all of the cowardly humans before they can retreat. You will be flying the Drouthy Light Fighter, the fastest in our fleet. It holds 2 dumbfire missiles and use them only if necessary. Yeah. Yes, you can already tell I'm not even an hour in and I'm already just like, this game, I'm kind of bored. But here we go with the shields in this game also just draw down and re-hit it. The shields just get recharged. I mean, yeah, and it's one of those games, definitely, it's like, you want to have what is essentially the official Commander multiplayer, this is the way to get it, because the only other way to play Commander multiplayer is, well, with Wing Commander Prophecies, multiplayer fan-made multiplayer patch, which is, of course, again, basically unofficial, basically just sort of whatever weird reason, the taunts are just impossible to hear. Yeah, this thing's got weird aim.
Die, Furball, die.
Die, Furball, die. Of course, one of the interesting things about this game is it is apparently possible to actually record your own taunts and upload them to other people, so you can do a Yo Mama taunt. Yes, there we go. The usual, I'm flying around in circles. Neither of us can hit the other one, then we just keep each other. Attack, yes. This game does not require a ridiculous amount of moves. Mostly half the time just flying in circles, flying in circles, flying in circles. But that's the same thing I've encountered in all the other ones.
You're about to lose some fur.
But this one seems to be fun. Partially because it's not everything. Okay. Slow way down. Because otherwise. There we go. I mean, as a Wing Commander game, this is relatively good. A lot of the fact that it's actually one of the reasons this is fairly fun is because they finally teach their awful and the really awful games they were using before. Neutrality is a... Yeah, I know, neutrality is just terrible. That's the point. And I'm not... But of course, with the Proving Grounds add-on, it's possible to play this with up to 6 people. Of course, unless, yes, if you want to. I do believe this lets you play with, I think, up to 6 players, right? You either IPX net play or modem play. Battle mode. Where's the grounds? And I think I crashed. Cold not be established. Yeah. But yeah, there's battle mode and proving grounds, and I'm not totally sure of the difference between those two, but yeah. I mean, ideally the best way to run this is with IPX, but I don't actually have IPX set up with this. yeah, I mean, this is only multiplayer, so this is a quick look at just how it's possible to use it, but yeah. And yeah, I suppose that's about it for this, really. I mean, again, aside from the rather poor 4X mode and the combat, it's kind of... yeah, I mean, there still isn't much there. There's still a lot more to this game. There's still a lot more to this game, of course, than with Wing Commander Academy, which has practically nothing going on. But yeah, I mean, now I will definitely... right? So yes, now this is most definitely worth a purchase, because if you want to be able, especially playing, say, the Armada mode with randomized sectors against somebody could be pretty fun. And of course, if you want, and of course, it's still possible to do, you can still play the Armada mode, or even if you really, really, really want to go through the effort, you can play a campaign against somebody. So yeah, I mean, it's not a bad game, really. I mean, now, of course, for Wing Commander Academy, yeah, there's nothing to that game. I don't know why GOG.com charges $6 for that. I mean, honestly, with that, they really should just toss Wing Commander Academy in with their Wing Commander 1 and 2 pack, because it would actually, needless to say, I wouldn't actually, spend my money on Wing Commander Academy now. I'm amazed I spent my money on that back in the 90s, but back then I was willing to buy anything that had the name Wing Commander on it. So, But yeah, Armada is definitely worth a try. Now, as for the earlier games, again, Wing Commander 1, for DOS, it has some issues. Best case scenario, get your hands on the Kilrathi Saga version of that, which inexplicably is not available through GOG.com, but you can download a copy of that from Wing Commander CIC, and apparently with the patches, it will work pretty well. And actually, yes, the patch for that was actually, the current best patch for that was developed by somebody who works for Blizzard, who apparently was actually involved with the StarCraft remaster. So, yeah, I mean, very good work there. I haven't actually tried that, but everyone says it's really good. Wing Commander 2, you're pretty much either stuck playing in DOS or giving it a try with Windows 95 in an emulator, but which probably means PC. And Wing Commander Privateer just does not work right in DOSBox if you want to use it with a joystick. So, I mean, maybe give it a try with PCM, maybe not. And so yeah, that's about it for tonight. I should be back next weekend, except next weekend I'm going to be back on Twitch, which I haven't really tried to use yet. So we'll see how Twitch works. We'll see if it actually results in somebody bothering to look into my stream. I mean, but again, maybe that works better because yeah, on YouTube Gaming you just get lost, whereas with Twitch people browse. Somebody might see, ooh, Wing Commander, and yeah, so we'll see. So yeah, maybe I'll upload that stream, maybe I won't, and hopefully next week, and I will actually have a little more time to play, and not just have more time to play, but also hopefully Wing Commander 3 will play well enough to not make me rage quit. So until next week, have fun, and see you next time.